Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Trigger Reactions here. My name is Logan.
My name is Francesco.
And in today's video, we are going to be discussing the new schedule release.
The 2023-2024 season is upon us. We still gotta wait 2 months, but that's besides the point. The schedule's out, and we're here to discuss it. Let's go.
So,
starting off, actually, we'll take a look at preseason before we get into this. Preseason, the first game begins Sunday, September 24th in Ottawa. So, we're away.
Ottawa.
And then it's a back-to-back, so we come back for our first home game in the preseason. And then we got an away game in Buffalo.
St. Thomas, Ontario, in the Joe Thornton Community Center.
Yeah, so that's going to be a special game. And then 29 and 30 at Montreal Bell Center. And then October 2nd versus Montreal, October 6th versus Detroit, and October 7th at Detroit. And then going on to the regular season, our first game of the regular season is the Wednesday, October 11th at home. So our first game is our home game.
So let's go through some interesting dates here.
That is also our only time versus Montreal at home. Keep that in mind.
Montreal.
Within the second week of hockey, we face Florida and Tampa away already. Then going on, rivals with Boston on November 2nd.
Something interesting to follow, Pittsburgh road game, 25th.
Dubas is coming back to Scotiabank on December 16th when we versus Pittsburgh at home.
Which will be interesting to see what his ovation is going to be like. Maybe it's an ovation, maybe it's just a tribute video, who knows, we'll find out.
We don't play on New Year's Day, we don't play on New Year's Eve. Last year we played Colorado on New Year's Eve. We played the 23rd and then 24th, 5th, and 6th, which is Christmas Eve Day and Boxing Day, no games. 27th we resume. Looking for the All-Star break, which I see is here. So we play Winnipeg on the 24th, Winnipeg on the 27th, and then from the 28th to the 3rd to the 4th, no games. That's a full 8 days, and then we're back February 5th. So the All-Star game is going to be end of January. We'll verse the defending Stanley Cup champions February 22nd. Quite a while. Within a week, we verse them twice. And then got a 4-day pause in March. And then nearing the end of the season, our last games, April 8th, Pittsburgh, New Jersey, back-to-back. New Jersey again, Detroit. And our last 2 games, so our last home game is Saturday, April 3rd against Detroit. And our last 2 games of the season are back-to-backs on the 16th and 17th against Florida and Tampa. Wow, our first and second round opponents back-to-back as our last games of the season. How pleasant is that?
And we'll see them.
Probably in the playoffs, you would think.
I don't know.
But who knows? Anything can happen. Tampa could tank and become the worst team in our division. Obviously, that's unlikely, but you never know.
Florida could probably take a step back, but then Boston, I'm expecting them to take a step back. I'm not expecting them to be this good, let me tell you.
Some interesting dates. The longest homestand is 5 games from November 4th to 11th and February 27th to March 6th. Our longest road stretch is for 5 games in October 19th to the 28th, so quite early. The number of back-to-back games this season is 13. Our busiest month is March with 14 games. Our busiest home month with 7 games is November, December, February, March. We got a lot of, it's more spread out this season. and our busiest road month is January with 9 games. And our busiest day of the week, one can only guess what that is. Saturday, 25 games, 13 home, 12 on the road. And actually, I want to see which Saturdays don't have Leafs hockey. That would be November 18th, February 3rd, but that's because of the All-Star break. That's it, because April 20th doesn't count.
7th.
Playoffs start that day. The season hasn't started then. I think we actually have a game that day because that's preseasons. So only twice, November 18th and February 3rd. Only twice you can expect. If it's a Saturday, the Leafs most likely 95% chance to play.
Anyway, the Leafs are the Leafs, and we'll figure that out when.
It's going to be an interesting team in September. We'll see what's going to happen at UFA
Will
signing
Luke
day.
Shen come back? Will Ryan O'Reilly come back? Will Noel Achari come back?
I'd love all three, but
Will Matthews be re-signed? Will Nylander be re-signed?
will Samsonov be re-signed?
Will all the question marks still have yet to be answered? And all we've gotten
Aston Reeves
is...
probably going to go. Bunting we already know is going to go. Kerfoot most likely is going. Kampf might re-sign. Simmons, what is he going to retire? I don't know what he's going to do. On defense, Gustafson's probably going to go. Hall, definitely go. Shen, I hope they re-sign. Samsonov, I hope they re-sign. I feel like they're going to trade Robertson to get someone better, but who knows what they're going to do. Nye is going to be on that roster. But I don't know what
Robertson's still young.
thing is, he has 1 year on his contract, and is he going to resign? Doesn't look like it as of right now. So if he doesn't, and he hasn't gotten that great of a start on the Leafs,
But he's an RFA.
that is true. He's RFA,
So he's not a UFA, so he can't walk.
but it's an interesting situation on what's going to happen.
I don't know. To be honest, I'm just like, come on.
Can't wait for a full season of 9s though. And we've been in on a lot of players. So that's it for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you next week to recap who was signed for RFA UFA signing day. Check out here our Leafs news playlist, and
We'll see you next week.
peace.